Hello, and welcome to today's MS4 employee training. Today, I'll be talking to you about emergency response and spill prevention.
Chemicals commonly used by municipalities can contaminate our water resources if they make their way to a storm drain or ditch. Runoff containing materials such as paint, solvents, fertilizer, and waste can pollute our soil, groundwater, lakes, and rivers. This could happen from accidental spills, leaks, or improper use and storage of significant materials. Remember to always properly label all of your containers. Knowing what's been spilled can help you to identify appropriate actions to take if a spill occurs. Make sure to maintain safety data sheets for the chemicals you use. You should sweep storage areas at least once a month and always have a spill kit nearby and ready to use. When possible, store chemicals off the floor, indoors, and away from high traffic areas. Always store batteries on open racks. Used batteries should be promptly returned, and damaged or cracked batteries should be contained to prevent a hazardous spill. There are several things you should familiarize yourself with in order to be prepared when a spill happens. The first step after a spill is to immediately notify key personnel. It's important to know those points of contact, proper lines of authority, and the local assistance available to you. It's equally important to know your site. Being familiar with the location of storm drains and nearby hazards at your facility or while working off-site is essential. You should always have a spill kit nearby and, most importantly, know how to use it. Take these steps anytime a spill occurs. First, stop the source of the spill if you can safely do so and notify key people working with you. Second, call 911 in the cases of injury, fire, or if public safety hazards are created. Third, contain the spill using sand, berms, or absorbents to prevent flowing. Always report spills to the Minnesota duty officer, indicating if the spill involves hazardous materials. Be sure to accurately describe the location of the spill and communicate any necessary site access information. If the area is safe, you should identify and stop the source of the spill, then contain the spill and block off the nearest storm drains. If it is unsafe, you need to retreat to an area that is upwind and away from the spill area, then help with emergency evacuation and medical care if necessary. Never leave a spill of any kind without cleaning it up. Use rags and absorbents for small, non-hazardous spills. For larger non-hazardous spills, use absorbents, brooms, shovels, or street sweepers. These waste materials can be thrown in the trash. If the spilled material is hazardous, then the used cleanup materials are hazardous as well. Absorbents, rags, etc. used to clean a hazardous spill must be sent to a certified laundry for treatment or disposed of as a hazardous waste. For dry hazardous materials, work with emergency responders to use brooms, shovels, or street sweepers during cleanup. It is essential to be prepared for a hazardous spill before it happens. Work with the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency's Emergency Management Unit and local emergency responders to establish processes for addressing a hazardous spill. You should never mix chemicals, place hazardous waste in dumpsters, or pour liquid waste down floor drains, sinks, or outdoor storm drains. Last, a brief review of some spill prevention and response practices we covered today. Properly store chemicals and batteries in an area that is away from high traffic and inspected and cleaned regularly. Review spill procedures often with staff and be prepared to work with local assistants like your fire department. Dry cleanup methods decrease the likelihood that waste will end up in our storm drains, ditches, and sewer system. Always have a spill kit ready and know how to use it. Thanks for protecting our water resources.